to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, they never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the best fantasy show in the world, FFC. I am your host, Coach, and we are having a wonderful, wonderful week, getting ready to set up for week 8. I'm happy. I'm 4-3, 4th place, playoff. You know, I'm gearing up to get in the playoffs. How about everybody else? 1-5, 0-6 right now, or 0-7 right now. You do know. You're just here to be an extra body in the league. If you're 2-5, whoo, you need a streak. Yeah, you need a clear-cut streak. Hopefully, throughout this bye-week fiasco, when all these players are sitting out, you can scramble some wins. But it's desperation time right now. If you're 2-5. If you're 3-4, you're fine. You know, you got to get some wins, but you're still in the hunt. You're not totally dead yet. You're not at the bottom. You know what I mean? You're hanging on in there. You know, hey, some leagues you can be 3-4, be in the right, be in 7th place. You know, so you're right there. You're right there. You got to continue to build wins. So you don't take too bad of hits throughout this bye week fiasco. I'm telling you, it's going to affect so many players or so many league managers. Man, too many of you guys got players on the same bye week, and I keep telling you guys, you got to pay attention to that when you draft. All right, we got the questions coming already. What's good, Jay Smells? Let's see. Should I trade Adams and White for A-Chain? You want to know something funny about that? Ooh, there's something I actually read. Let me find it real quick for you. So it was going to be a part of my segment today. But seeing as you already came and hit me with a good one, give me 1 second. Yes, there you are. Okay, let me see. Now let me pull it up on my computer. I had to send it through my phone, pull it up through my computer, because for some reason it wouldn't let me do it just through my computer. Isn't that weird? Technology, right? At its finest. All right. You serious? Did I not? Because I'm ignorant, that's why. All right. Let's see. Send it there. There we go. Now let's go look. Maybe I didn't. Was that it? I just didn't send it to myself earlier. What? Yo, technology is stupid. Let me just read it off my phone since it won't let me do it off my computer. All right. Thank you. Let me do off my phone. All right. So there is news about A-Chain that I wanted to give you. And he is a, let me see, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Nope, he's not on here. Okay. I thought he was on the buy low, sell high. So you should be good. Let me double check one more time. Make sure I just didn't miss anything. No, so it must have been on another what's it called? Another person's post I didn't care for. So no, yeah, go ahead. With Tua coming back, well, I guess for that person it'd be a sell to you, but it's a sell for you that you want to take. And yes, doing Adams and White because you're smart. That Buccaneers deep offense is about to take a really sad hit. But they are going to put 8 in the box because they will force Baker Mayfield to throw to nobody except for K-Dot. So I should be okay there. But he has no receivers right now, man. Like Sterling Shepard, if that's what you guys want, if people don't want to depend on that, go right ahead. I'm not doing that. So for you to get rid of White is very smart, and adding Adams on top of that because you're baiting. Adams is going to have the rest of the season is going to be fine, but I mean it's not like they're going to do anything in the playoffs. Trust me. So yeah, I would make that trade absolutely. Give you a nice strong running back with Tua coming back, and he can catch obviously. So yeah, 3 down back going into the back half of the season is a very very smart trade, absolutely. And you're doing it right before the trade deadline, so he can't make it. Ain't like he can get it back even if it wasn't the trade deadline. But it's like the trade deadline, like it's like a more of a sucker punch in a way for no reason. So yeah, I'd make the trade for Devon A-Chain, absolutely. Let's see here. How about we close it out and then open it back up and see if that did it? Because somehow technology works that ignorantly. Here we go. Ooh, this is what I was looking for. Ooh, this is what I was looking for. All right. What week is this? Okay, that's week 4. All right, so here's what I'm looking for. We're getting ready to talk about fantasy starting sits. That's what this show is really for. It's not for anything else. We had other shows earlier this week. So this week today's show is just getting our lineups ready. So let us start with some fantasy takeaways. Chase Brown snaps and touches are steadily increasing. That's good for some people. Kyle Pitts, consistent double-digit scoring, should stay in starting lineups. And I had to let him go. He wasn't doing it for me when I needed it, and he got me a donut. So that one I had to let go. But doesn't mean I wasn't right about Kyle Pitts and how increasingly his numbers would go with Kirk Cousins there. I just, as a fantasy owner, I couldn't hold on to him too long with the low numbers he was currently putting up because I had other players that unfortunately were putting up higher numbers and I had to make moves. You know what I mean? All right. Amari Cooper, great play in his first game as a Bill. Absolutely. And you will see more and more of Amari Cooper. It may not be like I really feel like Amari Cooper is going to get like 4 or 5 catches a game because they're going to use him in the red zone for sure. And they're going to use him for stretch plays. They have Keon Coleman, they have a running game, and they have Josh Allen to do sorts of things. So it's not going to be a 10. It could be a 10 catch. He could have, depending on the secondary. He can have some 10 catch games, but they're going to spread it out. This allows them to play a more balanced offense. So don't look for Amari Cooper to go too crazy, but he should be in your starting lineup. All right, Tua Tagovailoa expected to return in week 8. Skill players will benefit absolutely between Waddle, Hill, A-Chain, Mostert. Everybody's going to get a piece of Tua. So enjoy that fantasy. I play against Hill this week. He might go off for 30. I'm telling you, I might lose just because of the time going against Tyreek Hill. He might have that kind of game. George Pickens, high production with Russ at quarterback, but will it stay consistent? I'm glad somebody pointed that out. Here's what I have to say to that. Consistency is key. Chemistry is key. However, not having tape on you is key. I mean, yeah, he had a great game, right? You know who else had a great game? Not playing football for a while, and nobody had any tape on them? The Red Rocket. And what happened then? I'm not saying that's going to happen to Russ, but I am saying it was one game with no tape on him. The Jets were not a formidable team to scheme against Russell Wilson. So let's hold our reservations of what we think for right now. I do understand Pickens had a 100-yard game with Russ. Let's hold our reservations when people have tape on him and they can study him and play an actual scheme defense against him. And let's see what he does then. Brian Green, let's go. What we got? Just join it. Hey, don't leave. Subscribe. Always come back every week. I'm here for you. What's your thoughts on Hopkins now that he's on KC? Well, let's see here. He went to the Cardinals. He wasn't too upset with the Cardinals. He played through injuries with the Cardinals, and he looked pretty doggone good. Then he went to Tennessee, and Will Levis became his quarterback, and Buddy ain't been happy since. He's dealing with the same situation as Devontae Adams was with the Raiders, but he was less vocal and more about ball. He was hurt, sure. What baffled me is how people after week 2, Calvin really had a good game, like he does every year in week 2, and somehow he was the number 1 wide receiver. I love how people can look at a piece of paper and just because they put Calvin Ridley at the 1, you know Hopkins has been injured. Of course he's gonna play the 1, but he ain't the number 1 on that team. The minute Hopkins came on that field, who got pushed? Who got pushed aside? Because Hopkins' numbers were a little bit more than Calvin Ridley's, target wise. It wasn't great because Will Levis is the quarterback, but somebody got pushed to the side. Ain't nobody getting pushed to the side over here in KC. They don't have anybody. Juju's out. They got Worthy. Hopefully that does something for them. But they're depleted. So him going to play football with the NFL's best quarterback in the league, bro, you want to know what I really think? What I truly think? This is Randy Moss, Tom Brady all over again, times 2. Is DeAndre Hopkins going to stretch the field like Randy Moss did with Tom Brady? No. He's older. What is he going to do? 3rd down, 39. 3rd and 15. 2nd and 7. That's all he's going to do. He's going to catch possessions and get first downs for this team and move that ball. Patrick Mahomes going to handle the rest. Kareem Hunt going to handle the rest. That allows Xavier Worthy. He is going to take on the double team. Not being able to run down the field doesn't mean you can't handle a double team. He can handle a double team. That just allows everything else to open up for this offense. And what will happen is Patrick Mahomes' interception to touchdown ratio will balance itself out, and he'll have more touchdowns than interceptions. He has nobody to throw to. Period. He has no one to throw the ball to, so that's why he has so many interceptions. It's honestly the same situation with I can't believe I'm saying this, and he turns the ball over so much. But last year, at least with Josh Allen, like he had nobody to really throw the ball to outside of Diggs, and he had a lot of interceptions. And what happened to Diggs after week 10? You know, when it get cold outside, but he can't play no football, so his numbers look like crap after week 10 every year. So that's why Josh Allen's numbers look crappy the way they did. You know, he has a little bit of something with Keon Coleman, with Shakir. So now he's adding Amari Cooper over there with the Bills. That's going to be a nice offense. So that's why they went and made this move, because the AFC is ramped up with receivers. And, you know, they had to get one. And I think they went and got a great one. I do. I really do. I do think players get hurt, get traded, and then, you know, the doctor there is, you know, so much better than the doctor they came from. But no, I think it is a great move. I have Baker and Stroud. Was playing Baker. Should I switch now that Baker is too many targets? That's an absolutely yes. I'm a little sad you got Stroud because his numbers have. I wish you would have saw the show from the summer when I told people, hey, I wouldn't worry about Stroud this year because his numbers are not going to be what they were last year in the sophomore year. It just wasn't. The ceiling was too high last year as a rookie, and he just wasn't going to match or reach those same numbers this year, especially with the way they're running the football with Joe Mixon. Like that's gone. Like he's gonna have Lamar Jackson numbers at the end of the season. To be honest with you, and then you got Tank Dell who ain't out here doing nothing. Nico Collins is hurt. All they have is Diggs, and what did he do? Nothing. He didn't get a donut, but he didn't do nothing. So. Who else is on the waiver wire that we can? Because you may have to drop Baker right now, or if you got room for a third quarterback until we can iron out this quarterback situation. But there might have to be somebody on the wire, or you might have to ride Stroud right now. But yeah, Baker's not starting at all this week. I'm starting Cade Otton. That's all the tight end I got, but he's gonna get fed. I'm hoping if Baker's as smart as I think he is. Because even in that loss, he was feeding the heck out of him. So turn him into Kelsey, bro. I'll say no. Turn him into Kittle. Kelsey ain't looking too good right now. All right, where were we? Nope, not Excel. All right, so let's see. Brock Bowers, easily tight end 1 overall for the rest of the season. If this is where they're going with it, yeah, because he's putting up great numbers now. I don't know what the change was. A quarterback, obviously, and now that he's the only target to throw to, they had to build the offense around him. Let's see, although Zach Moss is still passing down back, Chase Brown has taken over the early down role. If Brown can start cutting into third down work, he'll enter high-end running back 2 territory. Even with the increased usage, Brown didn't put up a strong performance. He's a buy low candidate. But this is good, though. Especially if you're dynasty. Oh, yeah, Coach Talk Dynasty. If you're dynasty, Chase Brown is good to have because he's going to be awesome next year. He's going to be awesome third down back next year. They're working that this year. They're not forcing. And I love when teams do this with certain running backs. You don't need to force too much of pushing them out there if you got another back, man. Like, get them acclimated properly. That's what I love what the Lions did with Gibbs, man. Get them acclimated properly and then let them take over when they need to. Same with what did they take Bigsby? I knew that was gonna happen because that boy ETN trash, man. Okay. Mm, 19 snaps. Amari Cooper had the same 41% target per route run rate. That's crazy. So he's gonna be targeted. All right. Let's see what else we got before we get into. All right, we got some waiver targets to talk about. Number 1 on the waiver wire list is Juwan Jennings. I'm not sure why Juju's on here because he's hurt. Alexander Madison, number 3. Number 4 is Tyrone Tracy. Number 5 is Cade Otton. Number 6 is Ricky Parcell. I didn't even have him on. I picked that boy up in week 3, week 4. He's been on my bench this entire time, just waiting. All right, Romeo Dobbs, number 7. Number 8, Jalen Tolbert. I think he's literally the only other receiver that they have. Number 9, Tua Tagovailoa, and number 10, Hunter Henry. So those are your top 10 waiver targets for week 8. Trade targets for week 8. Players to buy. They have Christian McCaffrey here at number 1. I mean, he's coming back soon, I believe. Let me see. Christian McCaffrey returned. No. Christian McCaffrey returned. All right. Okay, so they expect him to return during the bye week. All right. They're gonna use two backs. So yeah, trade target. Christian McCaffrey is a good trade target. Because if you're not looking for him, if you've pretty much moved on from him on your team, and there's Christian McCaffrey right now is a 2-for-1. So he's a high draft target. I agree with that. Chase Brown is another draft target, absolutely. Deontay Johnson, nah, I don't want anything in Carolina. Chris Olave, I'm not. If you can get rid of Chris Olave, good job. You know what you're doing. He might be okay with whenever he comes back because his quarterback is back. So Jaden Reed, I'm not trading Jaden Reed, but he is a trade target. Devontae Smith is a trade target, but he hasn't been playing too well, so I'm not sure if he's going to go off. All right, I'm not sure. Someone might take him, someone might bite, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure because his numbers haven't been that great, and he's been hurt, and that's just for this season. Ramondre Stevenson is a trade target, and Nick Chubb is definitely a trade target. All right, let's see. Players to hold. DeAndre Hopkins, Amari Cooper, Javonte Williams, David Njoku, absolutely. Players to sell: Keon Coleman, Najee Harris, Tank Bigsby. I'm not selling Tank Bigsby to nobody. Najee Harris could be a sell if you want something in return. Keon Coleman is a sell, but it's a sell because of the fear Amari's going to basically take all targets. And I don't think that's going to happen. I still think Keon Coleman is going to get he's going to move into the number 2 role is what I believe. All right, Brian, what we got? I have Diggs, Mooney. Who would you play this week? Let's go look. Let me see. Mooney. Who do you play this week, Mooney? You play Tampa Bay. I'm starting Mooney. I'm starting Mooney in that. I don't have a bleep button, bro. I don't have a bleep button because I wanted to curse so bad with the bleep button. We'll use a nicer word. I'm throwing everything plus the moon at that crappy Todd Bowles defense. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm starting Mooney. Absolutely. If you can fit Diggs in somewhere else, try who does Diggs play this week? Let's see what the fair matchup is for Diggs. The man, it's not cold yet, depending on where he go. We're going to Indiana. Okay, we're going to Indiana. What is this one? We're going to Indiana. Not Indiana in October. No, Indiana in October. It's fine. It is a division game. Let's see what the reports say about Diggs this week. Diggs is the top option. Use technical Collins hamstring still on IR into week 8. A home game against the Colts. Okay, so it's a home game against. Oh yeah. I didn't say that. Home game against the Colts. So they rank in the middle of the pack at defending wide receivers overall. And Diggs is a solid fantasy wide receiver 2 for week 8, given his high target floor, which is true. He has. Where's your targets? 6 for 6, 6 for 4, 12 for 10, 9 for 5, 8 for 6, 7 for 6, 7 for 5. So he gets targets. He gets targets. His numbers suck, but he gets targets. That's y'all. I told you I'll stay away from Stephon Diggs. Look at these yards: 33, 37, 94, 69, 82, 77, 23. I told people to stay away from Stephon Diggs. I say it every year. Not you, Green. You're new. You'll listen. I believe it. He might be. He might. You might need to trade him. Let's go back to Mooney and see what the reports say on Mooney. I'm really liking Mooney over Diggs right now. Gerald Mooney and the Falcons will take the Bucs for the second time this season. Are they at home or are they on the road? They're in Tampa Bay. Let me see. Oof. Yeah, I'm working. I'm going with. Matter of fact, I'm so high on Mooney. Where's my team? I'm making the switch right now. Tank Dell, you have been. You need to be dropped, but you getting benched. Where you at, Mooney? Come on up. Yes, sir. All right, so we got Mooney starting. Put him in the flex. And yeah, we're gonna play Ricky Parcell over Demario Douglas. Yeah, I'm not playing Demario Douglas against that Jets defense. No, sir, Bob. All right, there we go. We are set and ready to go at 4-3. Just make it 5-3. So yeah, I got Mooney playing. So, yeah, I know he's had a rough couple weeks, but his rough couple of weeks I have actually been giving Pitts good weeks. But again, Atlanta's still ironing out chemistry. They'll be fine. They have a winning record. I'm going to go with Mooney. See, I think McCaffrey won't return to the playoffs. San Francisco won't risk him before playoffs. I don't trust San Francisco's word as far as that goes. What do you think? No, I don't trust they lying ass either, bro. Like, no, I've watched this San Francisco roller coaster too many times before Christian McCaffrey got here. I think it was running backs after Frank Gore. Like, they brutalized their running backs. I'm surprised Mason's still running. Jordan Mason's still running clean. That Kyle Shanahan offense, it's something in there that's it's damaging the players. I'm sorry. I've been saying that for a long time, man. Like, he's just like his daddy, bro. Like, you go get hurt playing for these people. I don't know why. But it's I don't know. I tell you one thing we're gonna have to look at after the season is Kyle. What's going on, buddy? Because you're gonna pay Brock Purdy, and we're gonna be in a situation come next year. So it's almost like, buddy, you got a shot coming up here soon. And I don't know. I think San Francisco's done for one. They're not making it, and they're not going to go in it. They're going to make it look good for the rest of the season, but even if they make the playoffs, they get knocked out in the first week. They don't. Their defense isn't even that strong. You can score on San Francisco. They're depleted with injuries right now. Now IU, who've been crying over money, he can't play now. So there's that situation. So I don't know. It's a mess right now. And again, yeah, I'm with you. I don't trust San Francisco's word as far as I can watch them play and lose games that they shouldn't. So yeah, I see. But here's the thing. Let him come back. He's not gonna get the ball full time. No. He's gonna be on he's gonna be on a snap count when he comes back. Jordan Mason's still gonna eat. And even when Christian McCaffrey looked like he's good to go, they may give him a game where he goes off, and then they're gonna pull the rug, and it's gonna be Jordan Mason and Christian McCaffrey as they head into the last 3 weeks as they head into the playoffs. So outside of 1 or 2 games, I wouldn't be too worried about Jordan Mason's touches. Cardo, what's good, my boy? You better take that. Yeah, get him off your team. Get him off your team. I'm about to drop him, to be quite honest with you. I'm just waiting to see who I can drop him for, ain't nobody on the wire right now for me to do it with. I might do it for a second quarterback if I like somebody I see, but right now I got to get him off my roster. Look, I've been vouching for him. Oh, he's hurt. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back to have a late push. He had one game, and then the next one you didn't even touch the ball, and there is no Nico Collins on the field. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. So no, you got to go, pimp. You haven't been dropped yet because my league is full of 13 other snipers on the waiver wire, and everybody I would have dropped him for, I was too late. I gotta sleep. I got a job. I don't know what these children be doing up all that. That's my fire pit fan. They work late too. We all kitchen people, man. We love it in the kitchen. We love it in the fire. I got a fire to go to in about an hour and a half. Matter of fact. That's funny. I just asked you and you answered. Oh yeah, I was already talking take there. Yeah. Diggs is at home. Mooney is away. Okay. Let's go look at another number. Mooney on the road. Let's see. At Philly, 17 points. At Carolina. Oh, you only had 2 home games this whole time? It's horrible. You only had 6 points at Carolina. Oh, but Tampa Bay's defense is so bad. I'm telling you. Let's look at Diggs again. Now let's look at Diggs at home. Diggs at home. 7, 18, 14. And what did he do last week at Green Bay? 7, and he's home against Indiana. He had 18 against Jacksonville, which is another rival. He had 21 against, and he had 21 against Indiana in that game 1. And he was 6 for 6 for 33 yards. And again, that one I didn't care about, the 33 yards in week 1. He's trying to get acclimated to a new team. Understandable. Let me ask you this, Green. Who else is on your roster? Because you might need to want to play both if you can, but who else is on your roster? Am I playing Tucker in the flex if Irving is out this week? Oh, yeah. You have to. I think he's the only running back outside of. Let me see. Let me go look. Sean Tucker. He may assume a backseat role as the Bucs match up against the Falcons. Although he had a huge day in week 6 against the Saints with 14 carries and 136 yards and 1 touchdown, Tucker may start to see his role diminish. In week 7 against the Ravens, Rachaad White returned from injury. And the need for Tampa Bay to start scoring as they saw an early deficit put Tucker in the back of their mind. That's what happened. So with Atlanta and what I think Drake London and Mooney going to put on that secondary, that's what I was saying. They already don't have enough receivers in Atlanta or in Tampa Bay. They're going to put 8 in the box on these runners, and they're going to force Baker Mayfield to beat them in the air with no-name receivers. I need you guys to understand what I'm telling you. Tampa Bay is going to blitz the living God out of Baker Mayfield. So, with that being said, having a running back who only runs might not work out very well when they need to throw the ball. I mean, hell, he only had 5 catches or 5 carries against Baltimore. So I'm with White coming back. I'm not sure about Tucker, or with White back, I'm not sure about Tucker. Yeah, because again, if they abandon the run and he's the number 2, his target value is gonna basically be skid marks. Big dog, what we got? Dropping for Tillman, bro. Let me see. Let me see. Thank you. Let me see. Let me see if he's there. Let's see if Tillman's available. I'll tell you, my league is snipers. But if you you want to know something? Who is he? Who had him? Yeah. He got dog get mucus. He took Tank Biggs before me, and he's gone. He already gone, bro. But thank you. I appreciate that. See, I picked up Lad McConkey from the Chargers. Sneaky pick. Absolutely. Absolutely. He at least he getting targets from Herbert, because Herbert's not playing too well. But at least McConkey is getting the right target share. So for you, great value. Tucker is touchdown dependent. No touchdown, no points. That is very true, big dog. Because he's not Rashad White, so he's not getting the amount of carries to sustain without PPR receptions. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a 3-down back. Point blank period. Granted, yeah, 136 yards off 13 carries is great. But again, if there is no touchdown there, guess what that is? 13.6 points. That's it. Without the touchdown, it's only 13.6. So PPR is very important for running backs that can catch, like Rashad White, because he can have 5 catches for 40 yards plus 17 carries for 96, and doesn't need a touchdown out of that because of the work he did in the passing game. That's almost like it's supplemented for the touchdown. See, what do you think about Madison from Vegas as a flex? Ooh, who they play this week? Let me go look. Y'all asking Coach all these questions. I better have a bunch of new subscribers. I tell you that. I had a new guy watching yesterday, or asking questions yesterday. But he wanted me to say things about what's his name? David Njoku. I'm like, man, I can't slander a name for no reason, man. And it was only because his brother is watching as well. I love that. And I thank you guys both for watching. I feel special that I got family members tuning into my show. That is so awesome. But he wanted me to slander Njoku so his brother could make the trade. I said, I'm sorry, man. I can't do that. Like, Njoku's not a bad tight end. He needs to get off that team and go somewhere else. But he is a great tight end. Can't find a coach, can't find a quarterback in the Browns. Like, it's ugly over there for him. But I don't know why that thing keeps turning on like that. I hate that. But let's see. Alexander Madison, his numbers haven't been too bad, especially with the Las Vegas Raiders. However, Buddy Boy is playing against these Kansas City Chiefs this week, and they are they're thirsty for blood. I don't know if anybody knows. If you've watched, I'm not talking about the offense and how Mahomes is getting the Brady treatment. Look, if you're great, you're great. And I'm sorry, the referee gonna help you. Go ask LeBron. Go ask Eli. Go ask Peyton. Now, Eli ain't really get too much up. He had to do all that stuff. Go ask Peyton. Go ask Ben Roethlisberger. Because I swear for Lord on my soul and everything that I give life to and the blood that boils within my own body, I will take this to heaven. I will die with it in hell. Ben Roethlisberger did not cross the plane against the Seattle Seahawks in that Super Bowl. His helmet crossed the plane. That ball did not touch the white of the line. He didn't even cross the front of it. I swear for you, I will die with that. You understand me? All right. He didn't cross the plane. Okay? I'm going to die with that. Anyway, back to business. No. actually don't like Alexander Madison against this Kansas City defense. They're gonna snuff this Raiders team this weekend. Matter of fact, what's the over under? Oh yeah, we do that. We do hard rock betting. That's right, baby. But let's go look at the over under for this game. What are we looking at? Raiders KC. They no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. One, they have the over under at 41. It's gonna be a Raiders may only have like 17, 10 points. They have the plus minus for the spread at 10. So I don't know. I don't like that game because I feel like it's gonna be a blowout for KC, especially the fact that Hopkins is playing and Raiders have no secondary, dude. I swear to you, Patrick Mahomes might throw 4 touchdowns in this game. It's going to be embarrassing for the Raiders. I do believe that. And they're home. And unfortunately, the Raiders don't win in that stadium. Have you ever noticed these new stadiums? Certain teams in these new stadiums, they don't win at home. Cowboys don't win at home. Raiders don't win at home in their new stadium. Atlanta was like that for a little bit. Like it's a weird thing that happens. I don't understand. There's another team I can't think about it. They got a new stadium and Jacksonville. I don't know, man. But no, I don't like Alexander Madison this weekend. Not even in the flex. If he's your strong flex, you may not have a choice. Oh my God, why does that do that? If you don't have if that's your strongest flex, you may have to. I don't see him getting 92 yards against Kansas City. I see 14 carries for 33. He has to get a touchdown. You see what I'm saying? That's the only way that's going to happen. He only has 3 touchdowns on the year. One of them was against Baltimore, who doesn't have a defense. One of them was against Carolina, who doesn't have a defense. And he somehow scored against Pittsburgh, who has a defense. He didn't score against the Chargers with a defense. He didn't score against Cleveland or Denver with a defense. And I'm surprised he didn't score against the Rams. But no, I don't like him in the flex. Unless that is your best flex option, you're going to put him in. Is Hopkins startable this week? Start over Pickens and Mooney. Lex planted some trees. You absolutely are right. Yes, he is very startable this weekend. Absolutely. Yes, Patrick Mahomes. Okay, let's rewind the clock back a year. 1 year, right? Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, right? Now let's backtrack 18 weeks and go back to the future, right? Kadarius Toney with no eyebrows. Kadarius Toney. That's football. I'm a wide receiver pimp. I don't catch those. Boy, hey, go throw it to that guy over there, the defender. He loves to take those down the field. No, I don't catch footballs, man. Like, no, what they bring me here for? I run a lot, dude. I run. I can do that, yeah. Fast, I'm fast, yeah. But, whoa. You saw how fast that football went over past my face? I hope somebody caught that, man. Wow. That's what Patrick Mahomes had to deal with and then win a Super Bowl, okay? That's what he had to deal with. Now he has the best hands the NFL has ever seen. Does he have the same speed he once had? No. Will he get open? Yes. How? Has anybody ever seen Patrick Mahomes run to the sideline? That's how all those receivers get open. And they have Kareem Hunt, bro. Like, I'm absolutely starting Hopkins. Like, I'm starting Ricky Parcell. He got shot. Like, I know a receiver when I see one. You can catch. But he can still catch a football, okay? So I'm definitely starting Hopkins. if you want to be a little bit of an ass about it, right? Let's say you got two other receivers that you would never sit, right? Play them, and then put Hopkins in your flex. Let the fear of the flex affect that your opponent all weekend. Absolutely, you definitely must start him. All right, big dog, bro. I'm taking Vegas for an upset special this week. No, I can't do that. I can't take Vegas for the upset because there's nothing there defensively to handle. Okay, Patrick Mahomes has less touchdowns and more interceptions, and he's undefeated. Now, could this be a week where the Raiders just upset the Chiefs? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't even think they're winning every game this year, but they're not losing against the Raiders. No, there's nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. You tell me one defender on that team that's going to stop Kareem Hunt. Tell me one defender on that team that's going to stop Kelsey now that Hopkins is there. Tell me one defender that's going to stop Hopkins now that Kelsey can catch because he's got somebody else on the other side. Oh, no. They are at his house right now sipping tea and coming up with so many. It's not going to be the Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers situation. And I'm telling you the only reason why that happened, and I had the Jets to win that game. But we went up against who? Who? Did you see what he said when he sat there in that conference? He said, I feel very compensated. Why would he use a term like that? Oh, I don't know, because of the compensatory pick that he ain't got to give to Chicago because he sat Justin Fields and started Russell Wilson. And he's going to start Russell Wilson continuously, but he is not the future. Justin Fields is, but he ain't got to give a compensatory pick to the Chicago Bears because he's playing chess, not checkers. Come on, people. Come on. We went up against the best defensive coach in the NFL has ever seen, and we lost. We thought Devontae Adams was that guy. You lost 2 times in 2 weeks or 7 days to the same guy. That says a lot. So, not taking the Raiders against the Chiefs. You might win big money if you do that. That's the only thing coming out of that because I just don't see that happening. I don't see that win happening at all. Mahomes or Caleb Williams this week? Mahomes is throwing 4 touchdowns. Oh my God, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Mahomes is throwing 4 touchdowns. I need to see what his let me see if I can see Mahomes' over under. Where's that Chiefs game? Let's go here. Let's see. Player props. What do they have for passing? Patrick Mahomes. They have his touchdowns over under 1.5. I'm taking the over. Are you serious? I'm actually taking the over on that. That's a give me. 1.5? Sorry, you're not fooling me with that one. Nah, I'm telling you, Patrick Mahomes putting up, I know 3 touchdowns when y'all love. Like everybody loves Tampa Bay, not me. Not in that way, because I hate Todd Bowles, right? Y'all remember what was it the Tampa Bay game when I called 4 touchdowns for it was a division rival game, right? And I called 4 touchdowns for Kirk Cousins. Why? Because I sniff them out. I know a bad defense when I see one, and I sniff it out. Hey, we have never said anything good about the Raiders defense, and not at all. Let's just go. Let's go even deeper. Let's go even deeper. Y'all got me started. Let's go even deeper. Where is? Oh, they won't give it to me. Is it here? Complete stat. Let me look. No, it's not what I'm looking for. Never mind. I was looking for. Oh, I'm stupid. There we go. All right, so the Raiders since week 1. Let's see. They've given up 22 points to the Chargers. They've given up 26 points to the Ravens. They've given up 36 points to the Panthers in a loss. They've given up 20 points to the Browns, even though no, so I'm sorry. Let me read that. They've given up 23 points. 24. I'm reading it wrong. They've given up, 22 points to the Chargers. I read that right. They gave up 23 to the Raiders, the Ravens, even though they beat the Ravens. Ravens don't have no defense. What they give up? They gave up 36 to the Panthers. They gave up 16. The Browns ain't nobody. They gave up 34 to the Broncos and a rookie. They gave up 32 to the Steelers. That man put on 30. He put 30 points on Devontae Adams 2 times. And then they gave up 20 points to the Rams. So no, like they gave up a lot of points. they gave up a lot of points. Like that's a given. I'm taking Patrick Mahomes all day. Caleb Williams is playing against. Let's see. He plays Washington. I don't know, man. Washington defense is pretty good. They're coming out of a bye week too. Ooh. Nah, give me Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, give me Patrick Mahomes over Caleb Williams. That rookie is going to have not a good game coming out of that bye week. This is who I have going in this week. Stroud, Kupp, Hopkins, and Bijan. Okay. I like it. Kupp should have a fairly good game, maybe 8 receptions for maybe 115 yards. So that'd be good. Hopkins, I'd say 5 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown, somewhere within that range. Stroud, he could have a 3 touchdown game, but more like 2. Bijan, he worries me because of Tyler Algier, but his matchup looks good this week. So actually, his matchup looks very good. Because is it against Tampa Bay again? I think so. Yeah, it's against Tampa Bay again. I think he had a decent game against Tampa Bay last time. Let me go look. All right, their first meeting against Tampa Bay, he had 10 points. So he'll do better this game. Tampa Bay is depleted, man. They're hurting, and I'm telling you, that defense is garbage. You're going to see it. Tampa Bay, I'm telling you. Atlanta, oh, my God, don't let Kirk Cousins do another 4 touchdowns. Oh, man. We got Bijan, Mason, Kraft, and Mooney in the flex. Okay, good team. You should do very well this weekend. Vaughn, my man, what's good with it, bro? How we doing today? How we doing? Stat stuffers. Let's say the Chop. What's good? Let's see. I wonder who I should start. Can you pick 3? AJ Brown, Cooper Kupp, Kareem Hunt, Brian Thomas Jr., or Jaden Reed? Brian Thomas Jr. for 1. He has emerged as the number 2 wide receiver there. So that's really good. Cooper Kupp is your second one. And I'm starting Jaden Reed, but I'm actually not big on him this week. But I like Kareem Hunt against the Raiders defense. So I would go Cooper Kupp, Kareem Hunt, and Brian Thomas Jr. Now, let me look at something on A.J. Brown. Because A.J. Brown might put up a fight for me to put him in. They're playing Cincinnati. That defense ain't too good. And since he's been back, it's been a wonderful show. Ha! Let's we gotta make a switch here. Shoot. Woo-wee. AJ's gotta go in, so that's for sure. AJ, Brian, let me see. Brian Thomas Jr. is playing Green Bay in that secondary. That secondary ain't nice. He had 2 bad games, one against Chicago, one against Buffalo. Both have secondaries. Might actually, I'm going to start him. I got no choice. But for you, we're going to go. We're looking for the highest points possible. We're going to go A.J. Brown, Cooper Kupp, and Kareem Hunt. Yeah, but Jaden Reed is playing against that weak Jacksonville secondary. Buddy, how you get a team like this, boy? Let's see. Let coach process. Oh, you have been walking around with a questionable tag for a couple of weeks, too. That's what's wrong. He also rushed one. Boomer bust this season with 2 games over 100. Yeah, he's been dealing with that ankle injury. Okay. And then, yeah, Jordan Reed is doing more. Jordan Love is spreading the ball more. So, yeah, no Jaden Reed this week. We are going to go with Brian Thomas Jr. Nope. Because Kareem Hunt. I don't know, man. I just don't like leaving him out. Let me see. Shoot. Okay, he's thrived in his return, scoring 3 rushing touchdowns in 3 games. He's doing it through volume rather than through efficiency, as he managed just 4 yards per carry this season. But nobody on the bench is a threat to him. I like this week A.J. Brown, Amari Cooper. Kareem Cooper Kupp and Brian Thomas Jr. That's who I like this week. If you're iffy with Brian Thomas Jr., the only other person I would swap out for him is Kareem Hunt. I wouldn't play Jaden Reed this week. I need to see that ankle. I have to play him. I don't have a choice, but I'm letting you know you have more options. So for you, I would leave out Jaden Reed. Drop Caleb Williams now that Mahomes has Hopkins. I wouldn't say drop him. If you have a spot for a second quarterback, I'd keep him. If you have somebody on the waiver wire that you want to pick up, because you would need to drop Caleb Williams, yeah. But did Mahomes and them have a bye week already? Did the Chiefs have a bye week? I think they did. And if that is, then yeah, you got Mahomes the rest of the season, so you already don't need another quarterback. Let me see. Yeah, they had. Um, yeah, I'd drop Caleb if you don't need him. If you don't need him and you got somebody else you can pick up for that spot, absolutely. You got Patrick Mahomes the rest of the year. Let's say I'm praying Tua stays healthy for Hill's sake. I'm praying he don't run his head into somebody else too. I don't understand what that ignorance was. You are not a running quarterback. You knew that when they rebuilt this offense to keep you from getting hit, and you dive into danger. What kind of foolishness is that? No, I'm praying. We all saying prayers for this kid. Can pick up Tyler Algier, Braylon Allen. You have Brees Hall, Warren. You have Najee Harris and Vidal. Bateman's there too. No Bateman. I would go with. I go with Braylon Allen. I like him better out of all of them. And you have Brees Hall, so go pick up his backup for the rest of the season because we don't know what something can happen, whether it's an injury or they can make switches. But at least you have them both on your team, and you got to worry about somebody else taking them. At this point, now we're playing hide and seek. We're trying to keep players away from other people just so their roster doesn't get better. You can do that. Absolutely. This is about fantasy football. We're trying to win, maybe. All righty. Let us now, real quick. Oops, what happened? Okay, there we go. Where are you at? All right, now we're going to go into our start and sit segment for week 8. Is this the one I'm looking for? Thank you. All right, for quarterbacks. Oh, they don't have all the other ones? They don't have quarterbacks. This sucks. All right, we'll do it another way. I have other notes. Let's see. All right, bet. Here we go. All right, so Jalen Hurts against Cincinnati is a start. Lamar Jackson against Cleveland is a start. Josh Allen against Seattle is a start. Jordan Love against Jacksonville is a start. Joe Burrow against Philly is a start. Caleb Williams against Washington is not a start. I don't think he's going to score over 15 points. Sam Darnold against the Rams is a start. Kyler Murray against Miami is a start. CJ Stroud against Indiana is he's a start. He's only going to get like 17. I don't start quarterbacks 15 and under. I'm just letting you know. But he's good for 17 plus. Brock Purdy against Dallas is a start. Baker Mayfield against Atlanta is not a start. Kirk Cousins against Tampa Bay is a start. Patrick Mahomes against the Vegas Raiders is a start. Jared Goff against Tennessee is a start. Geno Smith against Buffalo is not a start. Tua Tagovailoa against Arizona is a start. Dak Prescott against San Francisco is not a start. Bo Nix against Carolina is a start. Aaron Rodgers against New England is a start. Anthony Richardson against Houston is not a start. Russell Wilson against the Giants is a start. Trevor Lawrence against Green Bay is a start. Drake May against the Jets is not a start. Jameis Winston against Baltimore is not a start. Matthew Stafford against Minnesota is a start. All right. Now let's go to running backs. All right, Saquon Barkley against Cincinnati is a start. Brees Hall against New England is a start. Derrick Henry against Cleveland is a start. Kenneth Walker against Buffalo is a start. Joe Mixon against Indiana is a start. Bijan Robinson against Tampa Bay is a start. Kyron Williams is a start against Minnesota. Jahmyr Gibbs is a start against Tennessee. Devon Achane is a start against Arizona. Jordan Mason is a start against Dallas. Aaron Jones is a start against the Rams. DeAndre Swift is a start against Washington. Kareem Hunt is a start against Vegas. Josh Jacobs is a start against Jacksonville. James Cook is a start against Seattle. Alvin Kamara is a start against. Yeah, he's a start against the Chargers. J.K. Dobbins is a start against New Orleans. Chuba Hubbard, I'm not starting him against Denver. James Conner is a start against Miami. Devontae Williams is a start against Carolina. Tony Pollard is not a start against Detroit. Brian Robertson Jr. is a start against Chicago. Najee Harris is a start against the Giants. Tank Bigsby is a start against Green Bay. Montgomery is a start against Tennessee. Flex option. Chase Brown is not a start against Philly. Bucky Irving is not a start against Atlanta. Ramondre Stevenson is not a start against the Jets. Rico Dowell is not a start against San Francisco. Rashad White is a start against Atlanta. Alexander Madison is a start. And the reason why Rashad White is a start over Bucky is because I believe because Rashad White is a catching back. He's a 3-down back. Austin Eckler is a start against Chicago. Flex option. Tyrone Tracy is not a start against Pittsburgh. Raheem Mostert is a start flex against Arizona. Nick Chubb is a start against Baltimore. Tyler Algier is a start against Tampa Bay. Jaylen Warren is a start against the Giants. Zach Moss is a start against Philly. No, Zach Moss is not a guy. I wouldn't start any running back against Philly's defense. Not against that front. Devin Singletary is not a start against Pittsburgh. Justice Hill is not a start against Cleveland. Zach Cabernet is not a start against Buffalo. Antonio Gibson is not a start against the Jets. Jonathan Taylor is not a start against Houston. Tyler Goodson is not a start against Houston. Rashad Johnson. No, Jonathan Taylor, you can start against Houston. Rashad Johnson is not a start against Washington. Ray Davis is not a start against Seattle. Ty Chandler is not a start against the Rams. Kamani Vidal is not a start against New Orleans. Jaleel McClellan is not a start against Carolina. And Emmanuel Wilson is not a start against Jacksonville. Wide receivers. Justin Jefferson is a start versus the Rams. Jamar Chase is a start against Philly. A.J. Brown is a start against Cincinnati. Jake London is a start against Tampa Bay. CeeDee Lamb is not a start against San Francisco. Amara St. Brown is a start against Tennessee. Tyreek Hill is a start against Arizona. Malik Neighbors is not a start against Pittsburgh. Cooper Kupp is a start against Minnesota. Jaden Reed is a start against Jacksonville. Stephon Diggs is a start against Indiana. Devontae Adams is a start against New England. Zay Flowers is a start against Cleveland. DJ Moore is a start against Washington. T. Higgins is a start against Philly. Brian Thomas Jr. is a start against Green Bay. Garrett Wilson is a start against New Orleans. Terry McLaurin is a start against Chicago. No, he's not. Don't start Terry McLaurin against Chicago. They're going to put a double team on him. Devontae Smith is not a start. Amari Cooper is a start. George Pickens against the Giants is a start. Jalen Waddle is a start against Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. against Miami is, yeah, you can start him. He'll be fine against that secondary. Deontay Johnson is not a start against Denver. Jackson Smith Enigma is a start. Tank Dell is not a start. Juwan Jennings is a start. Daryl Mooney is a start. Xavier Worthy is a start. Jordan Addison is a start. Keenan Allen is a start. Romeo Dobbs is a start. Lad McConkey is a start. Tyler Lockett is not a start. Khalil Shakir is a start. Wan'Dale Robinson is not a start. Michael Pittman is a start. Cortland Sutton is not a start. You can start Cortland Sutton. Jerry Jeudy is not a start. Demario Douglas is not a start. Jalen Tolbert is not a start. Christian Kirk is a start. But in a flex option because he's going to see a double team. So he might get like 5 catches for 70 yards. Josh Downs is not a start. Tavian Wicks is not a start. Cedric Tillman is a start. Rome Odooms is a start. Christian Watson is not a start. Keon Coleman is a start. And Jacoby Myers is not a start. Last but not least, our wonderful tight ends. Brock Bowers is a start against KC. George Kittle is a start against Dallas. Travis Kelce is a start against Las Vegas. Trey McBride is a start against Miami. Evan Ingram is a start against Green Bay. David Njoku is a start against Baltimore. Tucker Kraft is a start against Jacksonville. Jake Ferguson. Nope. Tucker Kraft is not a start against Jacksonville. Ferguson, if Jalen Reed goes off, Tucker Kraft is not going to get anything. Jake Ferguson is a start against San Francisco. That's all they got. Kyle Pitts is a start against Tampa Bay. Sam Laporta is not a start in Tennessee. Cade Otton is a start in Atlanta. Cole Kmet is a start in Washington. Dalton Kincaid is not a start. Hunter Henry is not a start. Mark Andrews is a start. Pat Fairmouth is a start. Zach Ertz is not a start. Noah Fant is not a start. Dalton Schultz is not a start. Jonnu Smith is not a start. Isaiah Likely is not a start. Jatavian Sanders is not a start. Kobe Parkinson is not a start. Will Disley is not a start. And Tyler Conklin is not a start. All right, so those are the starting sits for week 8, finally, right? Jeez, I couldn't. These guys post stuff too late. I got to go find a place to get my other information. I like to have my stuff on time early. Let's see. Thoughts on Troy Franklin the rest of the season? Let's see. Ooh. Hold off. If you can snipe him and have him on your roster, I do like increasing fantasy points, but I don't like his valued numbers, if that makes sense. His biggest game was 6 targets. So I would keep my eye on him. If you can stash him just to see what he does. If you can always drop him. Rest of the season, I'm not quite sure. Denver they still make me think twice. I'm not too sold on Denver just yet. So for him, if he's finally connected with his receiver, hopefully that's something that can continue. So yeah, that's why I said let's give it another week or two and see how that progresses. And if he's already on your team, then listening to this show today, you've already sniped him and he's already been on your bench this whole time. Anybody off the waiver wire, never be upset about, should I pick? Yeah, pick him up. What's going to hurt you to drop him? You didn't start him. You didn't pick him up to start him. You picked him up to see, can he be a starter for you in the future? Let's see here. McMillan, Deontay, Pittman, or Kirk in the flex this week, PPR. I wouldn't put Kirk in the flex against that Green Bay defense. I just wouldn't do that. Yeah, I would go McMillan. Yeah. Yeah, I would go McMillan. You're going to have to because that's all time they got. But I would go McMillan, Deontay, and Pittman this week. I wouldn't do Kirk because, again, he's going to see a double team. Let me see something. Yeah, Chicago's double team stopped him. But that's it. That's really it. His target value is so low. That's because the rookie is taking everything. I don't like Deontay Johnson either. But I think Johnson is eating with, let me see. Nah. No. Not against Denver. Nope. I'm gonna go McMillan, Pittman, and Kirk. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't like Deontay against that Denver defense. No, can't take it. Bro, he was trash when he came in the league. He was Trevor Lawrence's best friend. Like, dude got 2 touchdowns in the game off of 50 yards. Like, how? Because your quarterback is just giving you the touchdowns because you guys are buddies. And y'all are losing every game. No, that's why. It was Tank Bigsby was supposed to take over. So, yeah, I hate it. Look, that little boy can't do nothing for me. I've never been an ETN fan ever. Mooney, McMillan, Dobbs, Hopkins, Dobbins, or Najee in the flex. I like Mooney. I like Hopkins. And I like Dobbins. I like Mooney, Hopkins, and Dobbins. Oh, no. I like Mooney, Hopkins. and Najee. Najee's playing against the Giants. Absolutely. That Giants defense is trash. Dabo's getting fired after this game. Yeah, let's go Mooney, Hopkins, and Najee in the flex. I like it. Shane, what's good? Let's see. Trade my DK for his Jordan Mason. Yeah. Get DK Metcalf. Get him off your team. Get him off. You don't need him. Get him off. Buddy ain't been good since his rookie season. Get him off. Half point PPR. I'm 3 and 4. Yeah, you might. Yeah. I'd start Jordan Mason and Chase Brown. I'm also the McCaffrey owner. Well, you got Jordan Mason, and McCaffrey, so you're not bad off. You're not bad off. You should try to trade McCaffrey if you can. Try to help that roster of yours out if you can. Maybe get a top wide receiver for him, or somebody from round 2 or 3. Might be a good pickup. But yeah, try to see if you can trade McCaffrey to help better your roster. But yeah, I would definitely trade DK for Jordan Mason. Now you have Jordan Mason and McCaffrey. Absolutely. I really do like that. You still have Debo, Jaden Reed, Waddle, and McMillan. Everybody picking up McMillan. I couldn't get him. I got too many receivers on myself. But Tank Dell is a drop a player on my team, so I got to figure out who I'm going to drop him for anyway. I might be spiteful and do it for a second tight end. I don't know. Let's see here. Joseph Park, how we doing? Trade Garrett Wilson and Mooney for T. Higgins and Amari Cooper. I hate that you want to get rid of Mooney, but I see why and I like it. So you're 6-1 and you're trying to murder this league, bro. You coming to coach and you trying to have me, you trying to have me as an accessory to this murder of this league that you trying to lay hands on. Like, bro, how you gonna put coach out there like that? Of course you gotta make this trade. You 6-1. Now you got Amari Cooper catching from doggone what's his face? Josh Allen, and you got Higgins, of course, eating with Burrow, which will actually happen even more in the back half of the season. Got me over here being an accessory to murder, man. Yes, make the trade. It's a beautiful trade. Both Mooney and Wilson are beats. What? I see why you 6-1. You better hit that subscribe button. I tell you that. Good trade. Good question. I like that one. Let's see. Shane, what we got? Let's see. No problem. I'm here to help. I'm glad I can help. Yeah, you laughing because you know I'm right. You over here. I mean, if I could curse, I would say some other words of what you really doing to this league. Let's just go ahead and give you a quick. Cause you came in loud and proud with that 6-1, bro. That's a nice trade. I can't lie about that one. Good job. So that is all we have for today. Unless you guys have any more trade starting shit questions, again, I'm always available outside of being live. You can hit me up on YouTube itself and message me on YouTube if you have any questions for me. Going into this weekend, any trade questions, any parlay questions that you have. Yes, coach is doing the parlay stuff, okay? Matter of fact, I might come back tomorrow and do another show. That might be just a parlay show tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. I ain't got nothing else to do before I go to work. So we might just come on here tomorrow and we might just talk nothing but parlays and fantasy, of course, if you have fantasy questions. But yeah, you can hit me up on Instagram at let me read it off because I think I say it wrong sometimes. Because I have two Instagrams I'm trying to merge into one. So the one you need to hit me up with is got it. Fantasy football with coach. At fantasy football with coach, you'll see me with a purple lightsaber in the picture. That's me. You can direct message me about any fantasy questions that you have, any betting questions that you have. Hit me up on that platform. And you can hit me up also on TikTok at Coach Coombs _5. Coombs is spelled COOMBS. MBS. So you can hit me up on both Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok if you have any fantasy questions or any betting questions, okay? I am here for all of it. Brian, what we got? Real quick before we ride. I'm dropping ETN. No. We get another one. And another one. You need a big crowd. You get another one. I'm gonna keep going because thank you, Jesus. You the one person that said the right thing, even though he was on your team. I'm dropping him. Good job. You don't need to trade him. You don't need to worry if he's gonna get better. Drop him. He's trash. Thank you. Should I pick up McConkey or Dobbs? McConkey. He, I think, is coming up as like the favorite target for Herbert. So I would definitely do McConkey. Oh man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that follow and subscribe button so you can always get this information. So I really do appreciate it. Again, as I say every week, every time I show my face on here, I don't do this for me. I do this for you guys. I'm just a football fanatic. I don't do the ESPN crap. I am better than ESPN because they like to lie to you guys and take all your money. I'm trying to win you money. I'm trying to win you championships. I want people to know what winning feels like. I've done it enough. I'm in a league right now I shouldn't be in because they begged me to be in there. And I bet you they mad now. 4-3. Not one trade has been made. Okay. Not one trade has been made. I only have 2 strong running backs. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? I got Trey Benson, but he ain't popped off yet. Okay. I don't have a lot. I got a lot of receivers. And I'm 4-3. I know what I'm doing. This is for fun. Okay. I just told them don't let me come in and take all their money, but they didn't want to listen. So I like money. Money likes me. Let's go win some champions, please. Ah! But anyway, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. Please follow. And please share, man. If you think I'm that good and you like what I do, share all this stuff to people, man. Bring them along for the ride. Let them. Nobody in your league, obviously, I'm gonna help everybody. Okay, I'm gonna help everybody. So yeah, if you want me as a keepsake, unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to share me. I am a cheat code. Okay. But I enjoyed today's show. I'm glad you guys enjoyed today's show. I wasn't even supposed to be here this long. I'm supposed to take a nap before work, but I'm about to ride out and go to cook some great food at Flanagan's. If you are in the Miami Kendall area, please come out to Flanagan's. It's Thursday, and we have a game tonight. I'm there cooking. Come enjoy. I'll be there at 11 to 9, though. I'm not going to be out there. I'm not going to be there all night. But yeah, come on down to Flanagan's. Come get some great wings, ribs, burgers, salad. We have some great food, man. Firecracker shrimp. We got some great food, man. Come down. Come enjoy. You don't get to talk to me because I got to cook. I'm just kind of telling you to come spend some money, eat at one of our great restaurants that we have. But Flanagan's is an awesome bar and grill. We have all kinds of sports that we watch, so it's a great environment. Obviously, I love working there. So please come, enjoy some good food, have some good laughs, and some good times. Coach will be back. I will be back tomorrow. For a short segment. We will do some parlay betting tomorrow and set up some tickets going into this weekend. All right. So we will be back. I thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.